right, chat in the hat. We are back. So we'll just do a quick little update video here. We did get some upcoming content, including one that's really cool here, the Supreme Magnificent Battle RE. So we could kind of deduce this is probably not going to be very many fights. It might only be one fight. I don't know. Because, well, okay, yeah, let's, okay, just quickly, before we start. This week is going to be LR Turles. Now, physical Turles is definitely going to EZA. I have no doubts whatsoever about physical Turles EZAing. I also do anticipate that Diaz and Cacao and Amand and Raisin will also EZA. I think they will, along with him. One of the major reasons I think that'll be true is because they gave the LR Team Turles, right? Which doesn't make a ton of sense because only the minions have this. Turles has never had this until now, this LR Turles. Even the LR Team Turles doesn't have it. So very strange that they did that. And they got rid of Prepared for Battle to do that too, which does suck because Turles could work with the Saiyan Saga Saiyans, Vegeta, Nappa, Raditz. So, and they all have Prepared for Battle. So that was kind of dumb, but whatever. Means that these guys will probably EZA too. Now, a lot of people were hoping that Turles was going to get announced tonight. I did not think so because we still have, including this week, 3 weeks to go of this like Metal Cooler and Turles celebration, right? So this week is LR Turles plus the upcoming content. Next week, I would presume, is going to be EZA Physical Turles, Amand, Raisin, Diaz, Cacao, and then maybe some other event or something. I do not know what this week is. TDC does not have a countdown. Like, you know, Anniversary and GDC will have like a full week countdown going into the celebration. TDC/Tanabata does not have that. So I don't know what this week is going to be. I've got no clue. No clue. And then I think the actual celebration itself is going to start on the 30th. This will be a Dokkan Fest LR. I don't know, Gogeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Namek Super Saiyan Goku, you know, something like that probably. For like a Dokkan Fest LR. Maybe Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the Cell fight or the Bojack fight. I don't know, something like that. Right? Probably on the 30th. So that's the way I see this all going. By the way, LR Turles and Physical Turles, I don't think it's a big deal that they have the same name, because this guy looks like a dominant slot 1 to me. So this guy has just like a floating support type character. Hopefully they lean into that for him. I think Physical Turles will be really fine for us just in that role. So, we have some upcoming content here. Not the most ever, but this is good content right here. Now, you guys remember, so we're going to see with the data download later tonight. It is kind of an important thing. Is limited time content done? Now, the last one of these RE events they dropped was the Battle of Gods one, which is not limited time. I do think they were using RE as the marker for limited time content because regular challenge events would have daily limits. Daily limits is 500,000 times better than the event itself being limited, right? I think due to the result of feedback, which was unanimous from the player base, they stopped limited time content. So, at least for this one. So, I really am hoping that the data download hits and we see that this Tree of Might RE Supreme Innocent Battle is permanent as well. So, again, the RE does not indicate that it's like a remix of older fights, because we never had a Supreme Innocent Battle fight against Tree of Might Goku. That has never existed, right? The RE, I believe, is an indicator that it's a limited time event. And I think the reason this one is not limited time event is because they actually do care what the players think. And they're like, okay, we are canceling the limited time shit. So I would presume eventually we're going to see the daily limits come back, which is not the end of the world, right? That's much better than the event itself being limited time. So we have that. We're going to have the new stage of the Seriously Serious All-Out Battles. which is, of course, going to be a fight against Turles here. So we are going to have a Turles fight, and then we're also going to have a fight against the Spirit Bomb Goku, who, of course, is, I mean, obviously going to be the last fight there. And then we're going to have a couple of new quest mode stages. Quest mode doesn't really add too much to it. Would be 2 things, so I guess potentially 3 things we'd be looking out for. Number 1, will this guy get his TUR Awakening? We'll find out with the data download. Maybe. Maybe the TUR for this Chaozu character will be dropping. The second thing that could happen is maybe there will be a new quest mode stage that will be great either for link levels or for gem grinding. That's kind of point 2 and 3, right? So, Chaozu TUR, good link levels, or a good gem grinding stage. Those are kind of like the 3 things that could come out of the quest mode stages, right? And then, of course, we have the Seriously Serious. Now, for this event, I feel like there's a good chance it's maybe just a fight against Goku. Right? Like, I could see this event. By the way, do we think that this Goku could EZA here? I guess they could. Like, they could EZA him in 2 weeks. This guy. Let's keep an eye out. I mean, certainly he'll be on Turles' banner, right? Let's keep an eye out for that if this guy is featured on Turles' banner. So next week will be Turles' EZA. Then the week after, maybe they EZA this guy, right? And they actually make him pretty good. He certainly is a good character for content where we're fighting a lot of enemies. Like, if this guy gets an EZA, he would be even better for the event, the Metal Cooler grinding event, right? Which, remember, we do need to make sure to kill all of the Metal Coolers and stuff. So, what I think that this stage might end up looking like is maybe it'll be like a 2-phase fight where we fight this Goku. This guy obviously be the last phase. And then I could see them using the Lord Slug Gohan. This one right here. This is essentially the same Kid Gohan that's in the Turles movie. Because if we... Here, let's get rid of... So the Chaozu will push up this way. So if we look at Turles' active skill right here. So remember, I like what they did with this Turles. They built this Turles around his interactions with Gohan. Right? So like the intro is, him seeing Gohan for the first time. And then the active skill is him using Gohan to go into Great Ape Kid Gohan. Like, the concept of this Turles I thought was cool. Using Great Ape Kid Gohan to attack right there is fun. That's kind of a fun little thing. But you guys saw that was the Kid Gohan from the Turles movie. So they could just use this Kid Gohan. This is Kid Gohan from the Slug movie, is what this is intended to be right here. And they could just use him, like phase 1 would be this Goku and Gohan, and then phase 2 would be like this guy with the Spirit Bomb. It is the way the fight could be structured. The other Z fighters are there. I mean, I guess they could use them. There are a lot of Piccolos. Like, we do have the Piccolo from the first Cooler movie. Like, I certainly could see them just using this guy as, like, an opponent in the fight as well. We definitely could see some shit like that. But remember, these RE events, they don't have many stages. This one only was Vegeta and Goku. This one, it might only just be the Goku, so keep that in mind. But there's not very much... The Tree of Might, like the other Z fighters, don't do much. They kind of get blown up by Turles and his henchmen. Goku kills all of the henchmen, right? And Turles, I think. I think Goku solos the entire villains in the movie, I believe. So, there's not... Like, the fact that it's Supreme Innocent Battle Tree of Might is crazy. I would say, like, they could do it for the first couple of movies, but the second, third, and fourth movies end basically the exact same way, which is Goku dropping the Spirit Bomb, right? That's exactly how World's Strongest ends, it's how Tree of Might ends, and it's how Lord Slug ends. All with Goku just tossing the Spirit Bomb at Slug, Turles, and Dr. Wheelo. I did see people also hoping that potentially we could see Dr. Wheelo EZA in this celebration. I mean, sure. This certainly seems like a good time to do that. Trying to, like, reassemble the movie bosses team, and he is a Terrifying Conqueror character, right? So, I mean, he's on Metal Coolers 220. So, like, this would be not a terrible idea if they did that. And the reason is because, remember, this week is LR Turles, but the next 2 weeks, besides physical Turles, I don't know what else we're going to see. So, I don't know. So, chat in the hat. Let me know what you guys think. We got some good upcoming content. Seeing a new Supreme Innocent battle, that's obviously great. I'm sure Turles will dominate the stage. The fight might be designed around Turles, so I could see that Goku, the last phase, maybe being... Oh, actually, I guess because LR Turles is tech. Yeah, so they designed him to where that Goku fucks him up, huh? Okay. Not a problem, though, because Turles does guard, but... Yeah, anyway, we'll see. Let me know what you guys think about the upcoming content, and we'll get the data download later to answer some questions, like confirmation this is not limited time, are we going to see Chaozu's TUR, things like that.